pre-recorded live before a studio audience of stuffed animals. Comes the comics coffee table, and what? What? Pika? What? What do you mean my beard's missing? We apologize for the interruption in service. The Comics Coffee Table is a 3 p.m. daily, U.S. Eastern, comic book show where we meet at this coffee table. Yeah, I shaved off my beard. There are comic book conventions upcoming. There are comic book conventions upcoming. There are. And I'm going to cosplay a few. Now, I can go in three different directions just by doing this. Maybe four. Carrie, the Nerdy Girl Creates, suggested Saitama from One Punch Man. I'm not even a fan, but my other friend, the Memes of Destruction, is a huge fan of this. So I would go, yeah, would One Punch Man be cool? I guess I could do that, yeah. I could also do Lex Luthor, the Kingpin, Wilson Fisk from Daredevil and Marvel Comics and Spider-Man. And also, this would take having, that perfect, geeky girlfriend who likes to cosplay. But I would really, really like to go as Destro from G.I. Joe. Face paint, just silver face paint. Get the medallion and the collar, the briefcase, and you need a Baroness. I saw a really awesome Baroness at Fan Expo 2022 with a really awesome Cobra Commander. But I feel like I could do the Destro voice too, Cobra Commander. I got Destro in me. Destro wants out. But he needs a Baroness. Hey. But yeah, it's time. It's springtime. Baseball season. We need a rebirth, a time for change. And reminders of what to work for as well. And just look in the mirror and look at yourself. I'm just starting with me. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. Ooh, ooh. Someone said a comment to me yesterday saying I was one weirdo or something. I'm like, yeah, sure. Thank you for watching, though. I appreciate that. We have a very specially curated audience that has a nice sense of humor. We try to make a nice show here. This is benign stuff. So, just thank you for showing up. Thank you for continuing the conversation. If I can make it to the 3 p.m. U.S. Eastern premiere, the live chat is usually hopping. It's good to see you out here if I'm able to make it. I will always show up for my own show, and also keep the conversation going in the comment section. And also hit that subscribe button. If you're just tuning in, maybe you saw me on Wes on Comics Aficionados earlier today. Look familiar? Hit that subscribe button. Turn on those notifications. We have that same level of conversation here every day, 3 p.m. U.S. Eastern. We talk for about 20, 30 minutes or so. We just kick back and relax. We leave the real world's problems over there. We pull up a chair to this coffee table. We grab a cuppa. Whatever it is you're shoving under your nose today there, pal. And then we talk about comic books. We started last year. If you're new to the show and just subscribed, see that this behind me right here? This is a hardcover coffee table book. It started the coffee table tradition here. The coffee table and the coffee table book were given to me by one of my best friends about 2 decades ago. This is true. That hardcover coffee table book has been serving my coffee table ever since. And it's provided me with an opportunity to talk about comic books once a day, every day, just for a few minutes. That, you open it up to today's date. You'll look at some comic book art of an antediluvian age. You read the blurb and then you proceed to talk about comic books. And it works. And we just keep, showing up every day. And we have since January 1st of 2022. And thank you for coming along on this ride. This year, we are reboxing, reboarding, and rebagging my entire collection. And along the way, we're just going down memory lane. talking about wonderful floppies, comic books, monthly publications, and but along that way, I'm going to get a ballpark estimate of what my collection is worth. I'm finding a lot of gems and surprises in this collection too. I don't have a lot of comic books, but I've been accumulating them for at least 20 years now. Ever since I got back into the game, I'm a lifelong comic book fan. But as a lifelong comic book fan, or even a sports fan, we take breaks once in a while. We kind of need them. They're sabbaticals, and it recharges us as well as it empties us in our expectations. So I can actually see what's really good in the new offerings, and I'm really happy to be going to the local comic book store once a week to spend some money and to help keep them open. I'm also buying my supplies there. So while I'm reboarding, rebagging, and reboxing my entire collection, I'm spending my money at my LCS, my local comic book shop. They are the center of our culture. The Comic Book Shop-Style Conversation, that's where it happens. And we get our new releases there. We get our gaming stuff there too. If you have a nice big store, but get your supplies there and buy it at their markup. I could be saving a bunch using my online supply chain, the one with the free shipping and the built-in TV network. You know what I mean? But no, it's important for me to help keep my LCS open with my business. You should too. Please find your LCS, go to your LCS, and shop at your LCS. So I'm getting boxes, I'm getting bags, I'm getting acid-free boards, and I'm going through my comic book collection. And we're doing this together. Hopefully you have your own comic book collection. And in the description of the show, you're going to find links to both of these books here. These were given to me by my parents for Christmas last year. So this season is dedicated to my parents. Thank you. This is the Overstreet Guide to Grading Comics. This is a wonderful piece of comic book information for any lifelong fan. This is just information. Information. What do you want? Information. You'll not get it. By hook or by crook, we will. I did that the other day. That's the opening of the 1967 British show The Prisoner with Patrick McGowan. It's just a fabulous show. 17 episodes of pure, unadulterated fun and allegory and great. This is not about the Prisoner, but this is the Overstreet Guide to Grading Comics, and this is the Overstreet Comic Book Price Guide, the 52nd edition. So I'm looking up the value of these comics as I'm going along, and I'm figuring out what good of a condition these are in. Because I might sell some. I could. That would be interesting, huh? To find out what they're worth, maybe bundle them, and what am I going to do with all these comic books? And is it time to let some of these things go? These artifacts. Would someone have a nice happy home for them? I've got I've gotten bundles off of eBay that have reunited me, such as the entire run of DC's 1987 The Shadow, from the Chaykin to the Heffler stuff between Sienkiewicz and Kyle Baker. Oh gosh, these are such great comic books for me, and I got an affordable bundle. I got the entire run of 52 of Countdown and all isn't this maybe even Final Crisis? Would I sell my Final Crisis? Maybe. Maybe not, because I do have Superman 3D Beyond, and I also got the Legion of Three Worlds. I would hate to part with those. You know what I mean? Here we go. The DC Crisis long box. With all this handling of this specific long box, the cover has almost completely disintegrated. See that now? If you noticed, I'm buying short boxes at the local comic book shop. The older I get, the heavier these long boxes get. I actually weighed one of these, and this is just about 50 pounds. And yeah, so yeah, the older I get, the heavier these things get. So, oh boy. So, we left off with Rage of the Red Lanterns, didn't we? And we're moseying into Blackest Night. Oh, gee, there's a lot of Blackest Night here. Oh, my goodness. Going into Brightest Day. Ugh. Brightest Day was horrible. Do you want to see a stack of funny books? Would you like to see a stack of funny books? This was an event. And it's called 2009's Blackest Night. And it started as a Green Lantern event. And worked its way up to something huge. And became the spine of the DC universe. So if you ever wonder why would you file this in your DC Crisis long box? Because this, my friends, I feel is a Crisis level event. This is great. I mean, this is just, oh wow. I hope I'm not doing the spine roll any justice, but they all need, boards, and they all need, some of them need new bags. I'm going to be a little bit frugal with the bagging. If the bag feels all right, isn't ruined, well, I'll just put a board in there because, Tomasi Gleason, Green Lantern Corps. Prelude to the Blackest Night. Oh, the DLC was at this time is just so good. Isn't it just the Tomasi and Gleason? They're a battery. What is a battery? It's a baseball term. Hey, it's baseball season too. It just started. Fresh start. It's spring. It's new year. Let's get to it, huh? Well, let's run this year and not have the year run us. Seriously, we can do that, can't we? But oh man, these are great funny books. Yeah, and so you got all these. Look at that cover. Look at this cover. Where's the credit? Let's just get to it. Oh yeah. Introduce Larfleeze. Let's see how much this comic book. I think it's the the variant cover for this one here, issue number 39. And was this the first appearance of Larfleeze, or did Larfleeze have this like shrouded appearance in DC Universe number 0, which could be the thing here? Okay, let's look it up. Damn. Con, the computers are smashed. These things take time. Time is a luxury you don't have, Admiral Kirk. Tell Admiral Kirk. Okay. So 39's variant cover would be $12. $3. This issue is worth cover price at a 9.2, which is a near mint. Yeah, and this has probably. Let's look for dings. Haha! It's time to find dings. Some dings going on with your funny books. Some dings. All right, let's look for dings here. Let's look at the ad page because it's easier to find spine, crack, and roll on the ad page, I feel. Just not a lot of stress. This is a perfectly acceptable funny book. Oh, do we have some rip there? No, that's this one. Whose hair is this? Jeez. Oh, it's a piece of tinsel or something. What the heck is that? I love the orange lantern. Yeah, with ding. Here we go. We got some spine roll. We got dings. But the corners are nice. The pages are pristine. This is a really awesome readable copy. Oh! Philip Tan did the art for this. Wonderful. This is good stuff. Oh, and I love how Larfleeze gets his guardian. Oh, it's like Isn't that cool? This is great. But still, I mean, yeah. I mean, first appearance of Larfleeze. But the whole thing is, it's about the power of greed. And the Orange Lantern is avarice, greed. And the funny part is, there's only one Orange Lantern. And those who have unsuccessfully tried to get the Orange Lantern have been killed. And their souls, I believe their souls, or their essence has been copied into the Orange Lantern power battery. And so they are the unwilling servants of the Orange Lantern. And it's so Larfleeze is like a Gollum character. It really is. And it's just very awesome Jeff Johns Green Lantern. Oh, they're just great comic books. It's in such a good time to be a Green Lantern fan and a comic book reader. Isn't that cool? And so begins The Blackest Night. Oh, cool. You know I love Zero issues, right? That's William Hand. And remember, see, he's at the grave of Bruce Wayne. What happened to Bruce Wayne in Final Crisis? He got killed. Now Darkseid was going to clone an army of Batman because he's a great physical template to have. Wouldn't you want an army of Batman, a disposable army of these peak humans trained, you know, with that muscle memory and everything? But with that muscle memory and everything, and then Bruce gets out and foils all the cloning of himself, confronts Darkseid, and is unstuck in time. But Darkseid leaves behind one of those clones. It's so genetically perfect that it fooled Superman. And the entire world thought that Batman had died. So here you go. So there is a Blackest Lantern Batman. And it's actually a really quick story point. Because what happened, you know, it just... like the return of Bruce Wayne, I believe, might have been going on. Oh, let's look at inside of it. Oh, let's look at this. Look at that robot chicken. Advertisements. This was a $2.99 comic book, early September of 2009. We've got dings. The only dings that we have is spine roll. Therefore, you know, well, I bet you like a professional would probably see more, of course. Oh, look at this Doug Mackey art. He's got a Black Lantern ring. He is the Black Lantern. That is the Black Hand. Oh, wow. That's so cool. I love the Black Lantern series. It's just so awesome because we got these zombie versions of dead characters. And we had zombie it was like, you know, zombies, yeah, it just... Are they done? Overdone? Are they like, oh, look. It was free comic book day. I got it for 50 cents in the issue bin. Let's see. Blackest Night. We're here. We're here at Blackest Night. Let's look it up. And I hope you're having an awesome day. And I hope you are running your challenges and not being run by them. Over and out. Oh, hey, okay. From free comic book to 50-cent back bin, this is now worth, well, probably not $3 because, oh my, holy dings. Oh, look at that corner fold. Oh, let's give you two more. Ow! Oh, there's a ding. Oh, look at that corner. Ooh! I know I'm weird. Yeah, tell me about it. There's a ding, and this was on the cover itself. Behold the dingage. Those are dings. And there is always some ding there to remind me. Use a backing board. Always something there to remind me. Oh, it's crushing. Oh, let's see. But that's not. I don't believe that this funny book would be worth $3. Maybe so, maybe not. Was it for this my life I saw it? But oh yeah, that's a good. Blackest Night, #1. They had $3. There are variant covers. There's a variant EVS for that's worth $10 at a 9.2, but this is the regular cover. Right here. Indeed. And then we got a bunch of spin-off issues. This had so many tie-ins because it was just, it blossomed. It was like, because it was the Blackest Night. Every team, every character, every IP has, deceased loved ones or enemies that can be now reused again. One of my favorite interpretations in reusing, because we just lost Earth 2 Superman in the Infinite Crisis, and we have a Black Lantern Earth 2 Superman, and the Black Lantern, and so each Black Lantern costume, it's not an exact stitch perfect replica of their former costume. It's a Black Lantern outfit that resembles their previous outfit. And I love the design of the Black Lanterns, and that has to do with the crew that conceived of this, Jeff Johns and Ethan Van Sciver. Evan Rice did the deal was that EVS was offered the choice between Jeff Johns' Blackest Night or Jeff Johns' Flash Rebirth. He might have chosen wisely, in hindsight, in all honesty, in choosing Flash over Blackest Night, in my humble opinion. But we start getting into these, like, the tales of the core. I mean, there's a Blue Lantern. There's that Saint Walker, the Blue Lantern, all right? That's Sinestro. That's Larfleeze, the Orange Lantern, We got here. That's John Jones, the Martian Manhunter, still dead. Oh, look at that Doug Mackey cover. Isn't that wonderful? Look at that. It's beautiful. You got Barry Allen and Hal Jordan teaming up, the brave and the bold. You know what I mean? Like the original best friends from the Super Friends days. More we got Tales of the Core #2. And this makes, I believe, this is a 3. And does this create a triptych? Is there a triptych involved? Yeah, this will be a triptych cover. All right. And that's the cool thing about comic book covers as well. You're not going to get this in a trade paperback. You're going to... Blackest Night #2. Get that. So we got Black Hand. There's Aquaman's currently dead. That's Earth 2 Superman. Martian Manhunter. Black Hand. They kill Firestorm, and so it becomes something called Deathstorm, which has been reinterpreted a few times, and it's probably it's a remarkable use of the characters and about IP as well, because it was and contractually I hear that Deathstorm is its own property, that it's not completely derivative of Firestorm, so therefore I believe it's Deathstorm's creators are Jeff Johns and EVS, and not Jerry Conway, who invented Firestorm back in the Bronze Age. Yeah, Green Lantern Corps. Let's see if we can find that. Tales of the Green Lantern Corps #3. Of 3. So here we complete the triptych. There we have the Indigo tribe. There's the Star Sapphire. There's the Red Lantern. And am I holding this correctly? No, I'm not. Here we go. And now we have art. Yes, we have art. Here we go. counting. Like, that's so hard to do. You wouldn't. But here we go. Ain't that cool? That's so cool. Oh man, look at Carol. Beautiful. This is so cheeky. But it's, exaggerated body form. It wasn't, comic book storytelling wasn't about this overall sensitivity training course. It was about dynamic hero poses and based upon classic senses of beauty that are being challenged. Some of them, rightfully so. I mean, I don't really have an opinion. I mean, what would it matter? I don't have kids. I don't have, there aren't any, I mean, I I've had plenty of round people in my family, and they all, got husbands and wives and had kids, and they're all, did their, so, but superheroes were just a different thing. And so, yeah, challenging, it's hard, especially on young people, to compete with beauty standards. And so, going to the source of the beauty standards in media. I mean, but are superheroes part of that problem? I don't know. I mean, I think they're in their own, literally on their own world. And I've said it before, every Earth that's not like a multiverse, every hub of that multiverse for the DC Earth Zero or the Marvel 616th Earth, that's a utopia. Sure, it's got its problems for tension and story's sake, but overall, it would never have the same problems that our Earth has, like climate change or bigotry, or energy things. It would be with minds like Reed Richards and energies like such as the Swamp Thing. I just I don't accept that. These are idealized worlds. And they're supposed to be because they're playthings. That's the power of escapism. But yeah, isn't that cool? That's a triptych cover. And what else we have here? Yeah, this is Blackest Night Batman. So we have Dick Grayson Batman, Damian Wayne Robin as the new dynamic duo, and hilarity ensues. Tales of the Core, Blackest Night Superman, and this is a really interesting. Eddie Barrows did the art in here, and Eddie Barrows did a lot of work with Warren Ellis. He draws great horror, but he also draws great Superman. Oh, look at maybe just and the Black Lantern sees what most energy that they have. He's got has willpower. Is green. And Superboy's got rage. And we look over. We see the Black Lantern Superman. Ain't that? I just love the design on that. So look at those credits. Writer James Robinson. Yeah, I mean, there's a Shane Davis variant cover for this. Oh man, now I'm like, I wish I got that one. Oh boy, we gotta wrap this up. We barely scratched the surface. The turkey's done for the Blackest Night. That's fine. We'll pick it up again on Monday because tomorrow's Sunday, and that's new release day. And so we go over our new releases tomorrow. If you saw me on West, you probably saw my bag of funny books earlier. But hey, this is why we have a whole show to ourselves. We get to get into it blow by blow and really cover the new releases that we got this week. And I love hearing about your new releases and the live chat and in the comments section. And keep them coming. And we've been talking about comic books, and we're going to talk about comic books every day for the rest of the year. So tune in tomorrow, 3 p.m. U.S. Eastern, and we'll find out who we're talking about when we turn the page tomorrow. Please like and subscribe. I would love to earn your subscription. We make daily content here. As Dan Slott says, we make free content. Yes! This is about the love of comic books. The love of these floppies, these magazines. Show me yours. Make some videos. Share the love. Turn someone on to this wonderful hobby of ours. This is where all the movies come from, the superhero movies. Here, in these original storyboards Thank you so much for tuning in today. God bless. Namaste. Good luck. And we will see you again tomorrow in those funny pages. Ciao. Bye-bye.